for money, strictly for money. Survival of the fittest. That's the sign of the police. I'm indeed cover, skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right there's on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like who? The warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. Two words. Get money. Tonight's the night. Guess who's back on my block? Rather unique. Bucktown. This. On that quiet storm, T-O-N-Y, top of New York, with a pitchfork. We want back ends.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First down. He goes underneath to Freeman. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 21. Call it a gain of 3. And it's a second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now it's Ryan. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Let's go now.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Forced out to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Grady Jarrett able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. To the left side here for Eifert. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Trying to lay one up deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down, Knight. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Chris Baker busting through to get him for a loss of 6. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Room here to run. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for, and that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Incomplete. They were looking that time to get it to Justin Hardy. And it's 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. With it is Brown. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Steps away to his left. Going deep for Eifert. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Roethlisberger will throw. And Eifert has it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. When I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Dez Bryant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On first down, Ryan. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Now it's Ryan. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it.
Well, that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
77.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's go. Let's go.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
These two.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Let's go, let's go.
He'll get it up the middle. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Bullock will put this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Let's go!
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here.
That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Throwing again, Ryan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hey, wait. Hey, express. Hey, Tuesday.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Stephon Diggs as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
Yeah, you heard it, right? You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, they can just tighten.
It's what they want to do, tighten down everything they're doing, and it maybe explode at the right time.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
45. What's up? 59, what's up?
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let's go. Whirl. Sting. Black, what's up?
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we have reached... All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Roethlisberger now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. They go play action with Roethlisberger. That's caught at the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Now Roethlisberger. It's caught by Bryant. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catches, hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Again, it's Mixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Ryan on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He's going to float this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on third. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th.
Here we go. Eat these two.
And the pitch goes to Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Bryant with a catch right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out left side here to Bryant. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. To Mixon on the check down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Big Ben with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Let's go.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a 1st down. Now Ryan. And it pops free. collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The left side completion to Jones. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hurry up, let's go!
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's go!
Oh, Roethlisberger gonna throw. Escaping the pressure. Now bad hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. Well, there's the turnover you said that they needed at the beginning of the quarter. Now, does it come too late? That's the question.
Well, we're about to find out, aren't we? But at least they gave themselves a chance.
Yeah, they've got the chance. Need a pretty quick score, and then an onside kick. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now it's Ryan. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
That'll be taken in the end zone. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
8. Let's go. Let's go, guys. 4 down. Right, son. Show that bench release and go. 10, under 10.
A handoff to Mixon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? On the toss, Mixon. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got...
I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all day. If you still frontin' when I up it, I'm a bad companies, bad for your company. Bad companies, bad for your company. Company in the ski mask in case you come for me. Got it in the ski mask in case you come for me. When I say I got beef, they don't want no beef. When they say they got beef, they don't want to eat. If he said he want, they don't want no steam. She put it on it. Had a bachelor's degree, PhD while selling, fix the face and fix the weed. Now working on the self-esteem. Hit a block, yo this flop. Where you at? Pin it. My new map location be the flop on the app.
Money and company, nah, baby. I don't need no the company. You can't hang, baby. We don't want you around here. Ice on my neck in this froze. Santa's reindeer. You got bad. It's the same here. Bad company, little bro. You can't hang here. Getting money, so the keep on coming. Phone ringing, so you know the jumping. They looking at me. He owe me some money. Hit him with the not the crumping. Whitey playing games. They don't want no problems with me. My got good. You know I brought them. Might not hit a bag. Someone send them. Well, opposition, they move on. So I
Dark shades, too much. Got the belly see the acting brand new like I don't see it when I do. Who them folks going too close? Give me room, phony folks play it close, do the most, don't they? Bad company, that's bad for your company. Bad company, that's bad for your company. Bad cow disease, now you in a ton of beef. Tucked underneath my new blue dungarees. Flintstone bust down, color Murakami. Fruity Pebble, Bezel, Wilma, Betty, Fred, and Barney. Bad from out of town, I think she modeled at McCarmy. Wrist game, Lucky Charmy, told my jeweler leprechaun me. I'ma come clean, I got beef. Paranoia got me rolling on my sleeves, okay. Hating cause I'm upping up the fees. Whole team got beats on their tees all day. I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all day. If you still frontin' when I upped it, I'm above average.
Standing look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where to waste that. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a